Welcome to another 10-Minute Thursday Yearbook Edition. For this week's video, I'll be covering how to create infographics within Canva. Maybe asking yourself, why even create an infographic for my yearbook? Well, one of the good things that infographic does, it allows you to take a lot of information and condense it into a way that it's easier to understand for your reader. But not only that, it can be very visually appealing as well as engaging to your reader. So before you can even get started, just like you would with any yearbook spread, there are some things you need to do first. And one of the main things is figuring out your story. What's your story for your infographic? What's the message? What's the end goal? What do you want viewers and readers to understand after they finish looking at or reading your infographic? Then you can move on to the research phase. So are you going to be doing Google Forms, Google surveys, administering stuff to your faculty, staff, students, whoever it may be? Or you're going to have to do some other research through Google or Bing. You got to figure that out, really understand where the research needs to come from. And once you've done all that and you've collected all your data, you understand the story you want, then you can move on to the design phase and start designing in Canva or whatever program you want to do. So for today, I'm going to show you how to do that in Canva. So let's jump right into it. All right, so you have Canva open now. So once you're on here, and one really cool thing about Canva is there's a lot of templates. They even have templates for infographics. So I can go to the search feature and search infographics. Once there, here are a bunch of different templates to choose from. But sometimes you may have a design already in mind, and so you can just go to the Create a Blank Infographic feature. We understand these infographics are vertical based, and that's normally what an infographic is. However, yearbook spreads are horizontal. They're not vertical. And so for that case, if you wanted to make it more horizontal, I would highly recommend to resize it initially. Don't create this vertical infographic and then cut in bits and pieces. You kind of wanted to make sure it flows properly. So if you do have a pro account, you will be able to resize. If not, you're just gonna have to pick one of their templates that works for you. So whether that's using maybe a Facebook banner or a different style. I do highly recommend, if you are an educator or teacher, to sign up, because you guys actually do get a free Canva account, which gives you free pro access. So maybe create a yearbook account that you can share with your students, and that way you guys all get the benefit of the program. So I'm going to switch this over and go more of that rectangular look. And so we're going to do that. I'm just going to use this maybe for like a small little mod on a yearbook spread. And so from here, the main thing you have to start off with is your title. So what do I want my heading to be? And so I'm just going to use the standard heading feature. And what I'm going to do is a hypothetical mod on burgers and the top burger chains out there, what students like. So I'm going to call this Burger Nation. I don't want it to be white. I want this to be some color. And so I'm going to click over here. And then I'm going to go to new color and then select. I kind of want a dark gray. There we go. Got my background color. Now I got to change my text color. But maybe I want this to be kind of like a burger color, but I'm not sure what it is. Cool thing about Canva is depending on the photo or element that you grab, it may be able to pick its colors. So I'm going to go to photo and type in burger. I'm just going to take this first one right away. There we go. I'm going to click back on my title and I'm going to click on colors. This one pulled it, which is awesome. So it pulled a few different colors from this image. And so I'm just going to kind of look around, and I kind of want to take that orange. So I'm just going to delete that and get rid of it. And there we go. Now I need my subheadline, the little subtitle, kind of that gives that information of what this infographic's about. So I'm going to go back to my text. I'm just going to use their standard subheading. If I wanted to change the text, I can easily highlight it and come over here and make my adjustments and choose a different font, all sorts of things. Cool thing is they do have some presets. So if you're looking for like a sans serif font or serif, you can type that in and it'll give you a bunch of different fonts. As I mentioned, if you don't have a pro account, there's certain fonts, maybe images or icons you won't be able to use. That's all those with this little crown feature. If you ever see a crown, that means on a free account, you won't have access to that font. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to call this Students Most Voted for Burger Place. There we go. I don't want this too big. This is way too big and actually is bold. So I need to choose a more, yeah, kind of like that more condensed font for right now. And we're gonna do like 21. If you wanted, you can add some dividers. So I can add maybe a line or something just to separate the top from the bottom. So we're just gonna type in line. Kind of like this one. Gives it a different feel and look. Not too crazy about the size, so I'm gonna shrink this down first. Still a little too big in my opinion. There we go. I'm gonna copy that and paste it down at the bottom. And then one cool thing is I can select these 4 elements, go to position, and then vertically, and it aligns them vertically with the correct spacing. So from here, the next thing I wanna do is just kind of show what students voted for. And so one cool thing with doing infographics, instead of putting all that information out there, you can utilize elements and colors in order to do that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add in my text, my locations that I'm gonna pick. So for this example, we're gonna do in and out. I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna do Burger King. Copy it again, and do Red Robin. Do Jack in the Box and McDonald's. There we go. I'm gonna select these, I'm gonna align them all, and then I'm gonna space them vertically. There we go. I'm just gonna move this over about here. All right, and like I was saying, what you can do is I can go to elements and search for an icon. Let's say I wanted a burger icon. And then search from here and take one here. That way I can modify colors and readjust. So like if I wanted to use that one, but let's say you don't find an icon you want, you're not happy with. One of the sites I do like using for elements, because sometimes you may not find it within Canva, is Pixabay. It's a great site that allows you to find images, vector files, videos that you can use on your commercial projects, personal projects, whatever it may be. So I can type in here, burger, and here we go. Here's a bunch of burgers. But if I want more of a burger icon, I can type in burger icon, and then there we go. And I can say, oh, I like this, download it, and then I can just upload this as a photo. And like it says, you don't have to credit the person who created it, but they do recommend it. Like it gives them more exposure, and you can donate money to the program as well. Because like I said, all this stuff is completely free to use. But because I found the burger I wanted, I'm just gonna use the one I found in Canva. So once I have this burger, and I'm gonna put it there, I'm gonna move it over. I want it to be right here, and that's where it's in line with every single one. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this. There we go. I'm gonna highlight all this, and I'm gonna make sure that they're all aligned. So they are all top to line perfectly and spaced horizontally. So from here, I'm just gonna copy this. And what I do is group it just to make it easier to move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align my top one to where I want it. I'm gonna align my bottom one. Select them all. Left align, vertically aligned, and there we go. So now from here, what I can do is ungroup them and then start adding some colors. So I can be like, let's say In and Out was liked by, we're gonna say each one of these burgers represents 20 people. And so I'm just gonna select let's say 40 people only like Burger King, say 80 people like Red Robin. And actually, let's make In and Out all the way. Let's say Jack in the Box was 20. Let's add another one at Burger King. Let's say McDonald's was 100. There we go. So once I'm done with that, the next thing I want to do is make sure to give it a value. So I'm going to say each burger is worth 20, as I mentioned. So there we go, 20. Move this over. And there you go. You got a really cool, visually appealing infographic that gets your survey results out in a more visually appealing way than just putting it in maybe a pie chart or a bar graph. It adds that little like character to your spread. Hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial on how to create infographics within Canva. If you have any comments or would like to see more future tutorials on Canva, please comment below and hit that like and subscribe button. That way you get notifications about future videos I release. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to my good friend, Monica Lorera. We started a new podcast. In this podcast, we cover a wide variety of topics that can't be covered within these 10 minutes. Because these 10 minutes, there's only so much information we can fit. We felt the podcast will allow us to broaden that and expand it a lot more. It is available as a video series, so you can watch online, or you can listen to it through Spotify or Apple Music as well. I'll put a link in the description, that way you can check it out for yourself. Again, thank you for watching this video, and hit that subscribe button, that way you learn about new videos that I come out with. Have a great day.